I mean, I think my favorite part of the whole entire chapter was definitely the end, for sure, because he was kind of going off and he retaliated with Mahito. I mean, by he retaliated with that distortion form, King of Distortion. And I mean, he's kind of on the level of Gojo right now in a sense of that point two domain. I mean, like if you
That point
want,
to domain, yeah, that's just the cool part about his character in general. Like he's based off just human hatred, and part of that is just he's gonna grow like as fast as a human grows. Also,
yeah, I mean, honestly, he's going as fast as Yuji is. I mean, he's been born way. I mean, like they kind of got the power at the same time in a sense that he was the character Mahito was introduced a little after the first episode. So
right?
I think it's going to be a good fight. I'm glad that they got Toto out of there. I think Toto is a character where he's just going to help out beat the villain, but he'll never actually beat the villain. He's like one of those strong supporting characters.
Yeah.
So I think
I want to say like a Yami from Black Clover. Just he's there if you really need him, but he's not really.
oh, I mean the dude smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, yeah, him.
Yeah, oh, he's nice. Yeah, for sure. He honestly he doesn't make too many. All right, Black Clover. Can't. I'm not gonna talk about Black Clover, but
Yeah,
he's
yeah. I just want to
nice.
make that little comparison real quick. That's all.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. He's nice. It is like that because he comes out at certain times, like versus Hinami, but you never really get when he fights. Because we only have seen him fight a couple of times, but when he play fights, he never uses his power, his curse ability. And is he gonna even be able to use it after this? But you mentioned a good point earlier when we were talking before the video that he was gonna get it reversed. Pretty much, he's just gonna get it back through the reverse technique.
Yeah,
So that's cool, and I didn't even think about that. So yeah, because Gojo survived being stabbed in the neck, head, leg, arteries, stomach.
yes, all that good stuff. It's crazy.
So I mean, what do you think is gonna happen next chapter?
Um, just a couple of things could happen next chapter. It's either uh the it's Akotsu. Oh, I forgot the guy's name already. Akotsu. Do you remember his name? Was that it? Just Akotsu?
For who?
For the grade three, the grade three sorcerers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or I
I don't.
think, or was it, or the year three, so the year three sorcerers.
You're
I
talking
think
about
either
the card man,
the card man.
the guy that has the curse ability to go the 1 in 24 the 1 in 24 frames.
No, I mean, well, we didn't see him, but Gojo was talking about him. He was talking about
Oh
how
yeah, 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 yeah.
it was like a panel of Itadori, it was a panel of Toto, and then
Yeah,
Okotsu,
the
the
ones who are
third
gonna be
year.
on his level. You
Yeah,
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 yeah.
him. I
Okay.
think I really feel as if either he's gonna show up or any other third year, because there was another one that was mentioned, but we didn't get much into him. But I think he would. I think Okotsu would either show up or Yushi will acquire Sukuna's technique that would help him out in the battle, his dismantle technique.
You
And like
know,
it wouldn't be strong. It wouldn't be cleave where like it can it's like cleave just like on another level. So I
yeah,
think
Cleave's
he's like a
crazy.
yeah. I think dismantle is a good one to start off with if he gets the ability.
I think it's more likely that he would probably inherit the because it's about that time. You know, what I'm saying that he can actually get because they've been doing black flashes all. You know, it's been like fireworks this chapter, so we know he's got that down. I'm ready to see his curse ability that Gojo said he would eventually get the carvings of Sukuna. So I think
Right.
that's gonna happen, but it's very possible somebody shows up. You know,
Because I
I
feel as if I feel as if it's going to start off with showing how much a difference in power that Mahito has versus Yuji, and then it would get a little bit of action panels about them fighting, and then just Yuji getting his ass whooped. So, and
yeah, I
then
think that's gonna start off.
and then that's when someone's going to come and either just something's going to happen that'll put things in Itadori's favor finally, because Itadori, he lost twice since this arc, and it ain't looking any better after this chapter. I mean, how this chapter ended.
Oh, for sure. I mean, like they're already having a hard time with the two of them, you know, versus a unevolved version of him, and now he looks like he's about to rip both their heads off. And I mean, Toto beating Toto like that, that's pretty, you know,
Yeah, that's
impactful as
crazy.
itself.
It,
You know
that
what I'm
is
saying?
impactful, and it's crazy because Toto was really he was ready for that domain expansion. but he didn't know
Oh,
it'd be a 0.2 second one.
yeah.
So he wasn't 100% ready, but it's crazy that he even had
On
what's it
deck.
called, a domain. I forgot what it was called, simple domain.
Yeah.
So
Because that's only handed down in a certain family, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so boom, he got that because she handed that down to him. I mean, Mahito, he so what grade is Toto? What investigator? What is he? Is he a special grade?
um
I
I
can't
don't think
remember.
Toto he's I feel as if he'd be
A grade one.
I don't think you even think grade one. I don't think he's on Nanami's level. I don't think that Toto can beat Nanami. I really don't, bruh.
What?
I don't think Toto can beat Nanami. No, I do not think so. I think I
You know
think he'd
what?
be I think he'd be a grade two sorcerer. I would definitely put him in grade two sorcerer because he even stated that Yuji is stronger than him. But the thing is, his experience in battle and his curse technique gives him such an advantage. But Yuji is stronger than him. But they are. Didn't they say? Did someone say that Yuji was a grade one sorcerer? Like he was on part of the grade one sorcerer or something, or he was
Well,
being
yeah, a bunch of people were being upgraded.
upgraded. He was being upgraded to a grade one sorcerer. But I don't know. Oh, okay. So he may be a grade one sorcerer, but he's not a special grade. It's crazy that
I
Nana. It's really crazy that Nanami isn't a special grade. Like
because
that's
he doesn't have a
crazy.
domain.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If he stayed after his friend got killed, I think he would have easily been a spot. He would have been killing it, but he was just a stockbroker or whatever hell he was. He was just doing his thing, thinking about money. But if he stayed in that, he could have been on one, yo.
Yeah.
Because if imagine what his domain would be, yo. He'd be like dot 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 dot, just hitting you at the
Word, he's
perfect
just making
spot.
mad weak points, and it can't miss. And in domains and just like domain expansions, we learned that they don't miss. You
It's a
can't
shame he
miss.
died. He can't come back. There's
Yeah,
no
that's
way he can come back to
crazy.
life.
I mean, I kind of know what how they started him off. I thought he would have died earlier in the story, but he lasted a lot longer than I thought he would. And even in a curses in a special grade curses um doing an expansion, he was active, like he was really
Yeah.
active in that time, but he was getting messed up at the same time. But the fact that he lasted that long there when shots don't miss, I that's why I give him that grade that special grade respect. But he's grade one because the domain expansion is definitely lacking.
Yeah, for sure. Because even if he had a simple domain or domain amplification, something like that, you know what I mean. But he didn't have any of that. So at a certain level, he could fall off. You know what I mean? Because I mean, as much as he could fight back, I think if Jugo or not, Jugo caught him, that he would have been gone in that domain. The volcano domain, he would have been
Hmm.
smoked, literally smoked. He got smoked while he got smoked by him without that domain. That's the guy who killed him.
It's crazy to think that just that Zenin squad with the Amaki and the head of the Zenin and Nanami, I don't even think they could beat that the lava curse spirit.
Nah, I
I
mean, he
don't.
was nice. He was nice.
He is nice. Like the thing is, we just see him get washed by Gojo so easily. He
So
feels okay.
early.
So yeah,
Yeah,
and
because
then
I was sleeping on him. I thought he was the weakest out of all of them, but he wasn't.
but they're all the thing is that's what I like about this show is that they're all respectively good. They're all nice in their ways, and they like no one's like super. There's not like huge disadvantages in fights. Like it's because they're really good. I like it.
Yeah, no, I like the show a lot too. Like I said, I think the only show in Shonen Jump that I was interested in before this was Magi, and then that ended, and then I mean I like My Hero, but like we've already talked about, like I said, is there's like a huge jump over. It's just like I got into them and they fell off. Like Black Clover, I gave a chance to, wasn't a big fan of that. My Hero lasted longer and is still doing better, but this I'm really liking this show right now.
Yeah, I really just can't wait to see what's happening in the next chapter. But well, did you say what you thought would happen, or did you just ask
No,
me?
I kind of agreed with you that he would if because he did Mahito disrespected Sukuna, so I think what's going to happen is either it would be a great time for him to show up, that guy who said the third grade. So that would be awesome if he showed up. But I think they're going to have to work together for this one.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, but
He ate
some
he How many fingers did he
Or
eat?
I forgot Sukuna can still switch, because I forgot that when Sukuna switched earlier, it wasn't because he used that word that he had in that binding vow. So he can still show up too, which will be pretty cool to see this level of Mahito versus Sukuna. I feel Sukuna is
Because
definitely gonna win, but
it's cool.
it's gonna be a better fight than with him and Maharaga. I think that Chris Pierce's name is, that Megumi summoned,
Yeah.
because that was decent. That's the most struggle we've seen with Sukuna.
Boxing.
He was
Oh my
boxing.
god.
You saw him, right? Yeah, he was going in. He was going in, but
For sure.
it wasn't really a fight. Really, it was
I
just like,
think there's no way Sukuna's gonna let him die.
yeah, he's not gonna let Itadori die or Megumi. That's the only two people he really. I mean, he wouldn't even really care about Itadori, because he said he could survive without his heart, but Megumi he needs to secure. So for some reason, I mean, I
To
understand
kill
Megumi
him.
is really to kill him eventually when he probably gets like a lot stronger. Which I don't know. That's another thing about the story. How long do you think it'll last? Like, how long do you think it's going to stretch until? Because do you think if things ended like now, the story would be good, or no? Would you like to keep going?
I was thinking about that. I mean, it could go for another arc. I mean, for sure, easily another arc. I wouldn't be mad if everything finished up here, because how many fingers has he eaten? That we were discussing that a little earlier on. I think he's close to 20, if not 19. You know what I'm saying? Because the 10 Jogo gave him, the 3 he had in the beginning, um, the girls gave him some. I just need to figure out how many fingers the girls gave him.
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now, but I don't even know.
Yeah, it's gonna be too long to figure out because that's a specific ass chapter.
Yeah, it's so specific now.
So we're gonna say 15 plus. Safe to say,
15 plus.
because they would only have 2 at that point, but I think they had like 5 on him. So I think he's at 18. But we'll
And
say
out
15.
of, like he said, he had 4
20.
arms, so 20, so 20
20.
fingers.
Yeah, I was thinking like this is gonna end soon. I think this is gonna end very soon. Probably like next. I mean, like they can keep going with this,
I
but
feel as if they can keep going for, like, I'd say at least.
well, they could do what
Cause
Naruto did when he could just fuse and be one with the creature.
Sukuna.
I don't think Sukuna's like that, and I don't think they'd be like Naruto and the Nine Tails. But I think they would reach a mutual agreement, and they could easily go another arc with it.
I could see that, but I don't feel as if that's gonna happen.
I
I
mean,
don't see that
it's not the
happening.
writer's style, not the writer's style for sure.
Yeah, because that writer draws specific influences. I don't even think they will go that way, because I don't even think Sukuna is built to be. I mean, but then again, you could argue say Kurama's not character to be built that way, but I don't know. I just feel like
Yeah,
Sukuna really isn't meant to, like, to do something like that. I don't think
no,
he
no.
cares about. He already killed it. I mean, he killed him, but with terms, so he had intentions since way back when,
And now that
and he did
there's more
talk.
fingers though now, more fingers in
Yeah,
him.
yeah, that's true. He did talk. But what was that one girl that he was talking to after he beat Maharaga? He was talking to a girl saying, she came up to him saying, "Master, Sukuna," or something like
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah. The that was somebody waiting for him. That was curious. That was. I'm glad you brought that up. That completely slipped my mind. It's probably some servant. No, I think that's somebody underground. So I think there will be another arc.
That's
Maybe
what I'm
it'll.
saying, because I feel as if he has, because
He
their
takes him over.
intentions.
He takes him over, and the whole entire arc is Gojo and him, Megumi fighting. Yuji taking over.
Usually taken over by Sukuna.
Yeah, that's the next arc is they have to kill him because they're not just gonna kill him this arc. There's so many.
And that would be how it. I could see that. I can get down with that. I can see Mahito dying somehow right now, and then the last arc would be just the takeover and stuff, and
I mean,
then them taking him down. But then again, that would I would feel as if that wouldn't be it. It all depends on how long that arc would be, honestly.
everybody's getting smoked right now.
Yeah.
Maki smoked, Nanami smoked. The guy that has the 24 frames jump. That's actually a cool power. We'll give
Zenin.
him shine.
But yeah, okay, can you explain it? If you my recollection with his ability isn't too, like, it's not too good. So
Yeah,
you remember?
his ability was like he was talking about movies a lot, and movies have 24 frames per second. That's how fast they move, or like yeah. that's how many frames there are. So he can apparently move 1 in 24 spaces for a certain amount of time. So it's like if he's able to time it right, he can go to certain spaces before. I mean, it's kind of like the clapping ability, but not having to need an item to go there.
And it's consistent of time. But like I feel like because he has a frame,
Mm-hmm.
and then he punches that frame, and that monster is there.
That's another part of his ability, which is cool. Honestly, his ability was a little confusing, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I kind of
he was able to jump 1 through 24 frames. I guess he could choose where he could go, and like he was really good at like strategic stuff like that. So he was able to go farther than anybody thought he could with that power or something like that. And he was nice. He had a lot of good stuff, and
I gotta read more about that. Honestly, I do.
he had some cool powers. I'll go back and read about it too. He's gone, maybe, most likely, because I don't think he's beaten Nanami.
I don't think he is either.
And he might, but I don't think so. And let's see who else is there. Ooh, what about that voice, man? Salmon, salmon.
Bro, I don't know. He seems like his ability is just too like it could just it's
Weak.
too much of a power. It's too much of a power, man. I don't get it. Like he can use it, but then if that limit gets reached, I feel like that's like he's done for.
He
His limit
reminds me
gets
of. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
if his limit gets reached, then he's done for in the whole fight, and that means like he can't help. He can't do anything. And it seems like every altercation that we've seen. I'm not every altercation, but when things got serious, he reached his limit, and I even saw that happen in the volume 0 when in the Akotsu backstory. Basically, we saw an altercation with him then, and then he exhausted his ability. So that happened twice in 2 serious altercations that I've seen him, and I'm like, you're not going to be that helpful. So you might as well just be there for support. And I can't see him like one in anyone.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to rank him, he got smashed by Hanami before she really awakened her fighting prowess. So aired, I think his ability stops way below special grade. I think grade 2 is an accurate description of him because he's able to just like he's able to
He
go and
can
just
do things. He
yeah,
can.
he can dispatch of anything lower than a special grade. He's just not fighting any of the elementals. I'm gonna call him Mahito, Jogo, Dragon, Dagon, or whatever you want to call it.
Yes, it's DHEON. Doggone. Doggone.
He was cool. He was eating everybody though.
He had a really effective what's it called? A really effective
Person.
domain expansion.
Oh, the domain. Well, yeah, it's a
That
vacation.
I just can't get over that for some reason. Like that is just a scary thing. Like just imagine being there. Just imagine that'd be crazy. I mean, what would you think you'd be the main expansion that would scare you the most trying to fight back in?
Sukunas. I
Yeah,
just
his
sit down and be like, kill me. Just like look up at him. I'd be like, yo, where's the barrier? Where's the where's the barrier?
there's no barrier, only death.
Yo, because Megami would be trying to open the ground with the cement, be like, come on, we gotta go, just
Yeah,
scratching at the ground. Nah, yeah, I mean Megami, I mean that okay. So
that'd be
do you
crazy.
think if they got out of that domain they would have continued to box him? Or do you think they would just ran out?
Who?
So Megami and the whole entire squad when they were in Dagon's domain. Do you think when they if
Hmm.
they had the opportunity and they ran, do you think they would box him outside of it, or do you think they would just run for help?
The whole squad. I think with Megami there, I feel as if that'd be a little bit more of a game changer because they're like I said, they're all respectively good in fighting. They're gonna have use. They're not gonna try to they're not gonna be there just to throw out an attack like in any other anime to show how much of a side character you are, and then have the person just fend it off easily, and then you get one shot and you're useless, and the main character has to do something about it. Everyone plays a part pretty well in like the jujutsu battles in general. Like if another person's there, he's definitely gonna play a part, and that's what I like about that.
No,
The
there
whole
you go.
fights.
Too bad his dad showed up and whooped his ass.
Word. Too bad. That's real bad.
I mean, I'm
I
glad
don't
he
see
showed up.
anyone that's not Gojo can't beat him. I don't think.
No, definitely not. Yuji can't beat him. Toto's getting his other hand ripped off. Jogo's dying. Every curse is dying, including Mahito.
The only
Um,
person is Sukuna that I can see like stopping
yeah,
him.
yep. Sukuna and Gojo and Mahito in this form, maybe. We'll see.
That's what I'm saying. We'll see. I do want to see like with Mahito's soul ability. Do you think what do you think would be any different in this form? Like, do you have any ideas of like that's how wild this show is. I don't think I can think of anything new. I just have to watch and see. I can't make any predictions of like new things he could do
He can distort things that aren't living.
because they would have like soul or something. Or what do you mean? Just like an awakening or something?
When they were explaining the infinity, they were
Are, you-
saying
are you doing the same thing that Bleach was doing, where they're saying everything has a soul in the execution arc?
an animism, classic religion. No, yeah, I mean like, but infinity. When they were explaining the infinity power, they were saying that it was all around him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that his curse brought it out, or he was able to bring it out with the six eyes or something like that. But maybe he could manipulate the ground
Yeah,
through something else. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe there's energy that we don't know about. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in that show.
maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, like just distorting things that, or just like being able to do it without touching them. That would be very useful.
Oh, that's kind of like the domain expansion though.
Force.
I don't think they'll give him that much old penis because I mean old penis, but
Almighty. He's got that almighty push.
but I think it doesn't even matter. I don't even think like that's the thing though. You won't. I feel that's why I feel if someone's gonna come and we'll see him fight at his full potential because he's gonna have to just box Yuji because he can't use his ability on Yuji. He can't use any type of ability, not domain expansion, not his curse technique. He can't use it, so he's gonna have to box Yuji.
He's like, I'm a walking domain. It's like, come box me. It's like
I mean, that's what it seems like right now.
it's like the RDC skit where he's like headed to fight this one guy and everybody knows him and he's like he beat a pitbull up with his bare hands and he's got a metal plate in his jaw and then he punches him in the jaw. He's like that's not shit to me. And then the guy looks at him like this and he's like, don't I told you couldn't beat him. That's exactly what it might be like. He might just punch him and it
Shit.
might not affect him at all and he's just gonna beat his ass until Sukuna comes out. And that might just be how it is because
I
he
want to have
disrespected
some
him.
faith. I want to have some faith for Yushi though. For some reason, I know he did disrespect him. That's why I'm thinking. Everybody said. I mean, I see other people's reviews saying that they're that Sukuna got bitch basically because then they think that was out of character for him to not say anything. I'm like, bruh, he just doesn't know how easy it is just to switch with Sukuna. Just by all he has to say is one word and he's switching. He can kill you whenever. I just feel as if he's seeing if Yuji can beat him, but
Dude,
I don't think it's at that level.
here's a good question. Do you think Mahito right now could beat what Megami summoned and Sukuna defeated? That
No,
would be a more even
no,
fight. Yeah.
no, because he can't switch. He
He
can't.
can't
What's
adapt that fast. He
yeah,
can't change up the attacks that fast.
yeah. He can't change it up. He can't change. He literally just all his ability is just
Distortion.
distortion. Like he can. I don't know. He
Yeah, I
had to
think
surprise him, but he had to all out him in one shot. He had to do his domain expansion to try to beat him.
but yeah, he just like I have to end this quick before he memorizes like all of my moves. Like if he memorizes all of my
If he
moves,
comes to
I'm
that
dead.
conclusion, if he even comes to that conclusion at the time, because if he just came at him not knowing anything and just tried fighting them, then
So
he definitely lose.
he definitely didn't get bitched.
Probably,
He definitely
yeah,
didn't get bitched. I mean, like to be honest, he whooped his ass. He whooped that thing's ass, and you know, and that was the first time I've ever seen him do domain expansion. Oh well, he did do it that one time
yeah,
versus the special grade,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you
Versus
barely
special
saw it.
grade, but you barely saw anything. You didn't really even see anything. You just saw that special grade was just sliced.
And
But
honestly, it was the point too.
this is for real. It might have been, but that's crazy. I don't know. I don't know who can be Sukuna.
They
No one
really
can be
put
Sukuna.
they really put Mahito on Gojo's level with the domain expansion though.
Say it again.
I said they really put Mahito what's it called in the domain expansion that fast. It's the same level as Gojo.
Man, he told the domain expansion. Oh,
The point too.
he tried. I mean, you know, I mean, Mahito's never gonna win in a domain battle with Gojo. But I see what
Oh
you're
my god,
saying.
no, oh my god, no. I just mean like they made him like adapt mad fast. Like I was like when I saw him rip all those heads off in 0.2 seconds,
He was just a speeding man.
he should have just killed me. He's out.
He might as well like he should have. I don't know if yeah he could have. I forgot how vulnerable you are in those moments.
I was gonna say like literally just rip his head off. But I mean I get what he did. I mean Gojo's a good guy.
He's a good guy. I mean, go yeah. Everyone loves that character though. Who's your favorite character right now? Not even like who's strong. It's just who's your favorite.
Megumi's dad. Right now, Megumi's dad.
What do you like about him? What makes him different to other characters that make you want to pick him?
He can't see the curse that's on his neck. And he's like, but it's right here. I can just sense it. And then I'm going to stick it back in here. And then I'm just going to pull out a sword. And then I'm just going to stick it back in there. I'm going to pull out another sword. And I'm strong as hell. And I'm going to beat your ass. I have no curse.
And then when he's not using it, he swallows it.
Yep.
And just
Boom.
carries it around.
He's a G. And he's really smart. He looks really cool. I think he fought for his son to a certain degree.
Yeah, to a certain degree until you just try not to kill him. And was like, what's your last name?
Yep. And then Gojo took him because he's a real one. Gojo is my overall favorite character, but right now I'm really riding on that Megumi's dad wave. I every time I see him, he's really just whooping.
And the thing is, I don't think we'll ever see him again, but it was pretty cool that he had that interaction with his son.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I never thought that I'd see that happen. Honestly, it was like that'd be cool if they met up. Or what would happen if they met up? Nope. You get that, and it's pretty cool. Like in the specific circumstances that they met in. Like he had no choice but to be like had all that animosity instead of just asking questions.
Yeah. So and he killed him. He murked himself right after too, because first of all, that woman really put herself in a bind. The
Bro,
sorcerer.
that was crazy. Because no, with her ability and how long she had it for, she was not expecting that of all things to happen. Like I think Megumi's dad, he overrode his soul, the grandson's soul with his body or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. But either way, it was just an act of OP.
What I was trying to think. It reminds me of like all of the because I was thinking about her husband or her brother, whoever that guy was. His power was so weird. It was like your strongest punch turns into the weakest, and the weakest punch ends up doing the most damage to me. And I was like, what anime does that remind me of? Where it's just like such a specifically weird power like that. And I think it was Hunter x Hunter. The Nen abilities are so diverse. Or God, I forgot what it's called. Whatever, we'll skip that right now. It just reminds me of something.
As
Like,
long as it's not like something like blasts or just overly done stuff like that's like they like you said they do have really creative powers in that show, and I'm just glad that it's not basic stuff. That's all I'm
yeah,
trying to
no,
say.
yeah, it's a good variety for sure. I mean, that's one good thing I could say about My Hero Academia too, is that like it's a part of them. There's things that happen to them if they overuse their ability. They explain, why and everything like that. That's one thing I can respect about it. And this show probably right now is definitely a 9 out of 10 to me.
9 out of 10. That okay, that's pretty fair. I can understand it. I feel as if like at this point in time it's all about how the next couple of chapters go. That's gonna sink or swim the show for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
just
no, for sure.
because
Because
it's
like,
such a crucial moment. Like you can't. I feel as if I trust the author, but it could be literally the fact that I don't know what's gonna happen next just makes me just it makes me it gives me anxiety about the author and like what's gonna come out the pen basically.
yeah, no, it's gonna be because I mean they could each like you said they could end it this arc. So I'm a little worried about that. If they really wanted to, they could just somehow shove fingers in his mouth and like 10 fingers at once.
And I just saw that the sisters just had one finger.
One finger.
So
Okay.
then so then can we do this real quick?
So two in the beginning, one from
Okay.
the special class that they
Uh-huh.
fought with the incomplete
So
domain,
that's three.
and then we'll do the 10 from Jogo. So we're at 14 with the one the girl added. Was there any between that time period?
I don't think so because I think they was just training and usually fighting and stuff.
Yo, my memory just brought me back to the animated episode of X-Men where they went
What the?
underground. I don't know why I flipped to that, but I gotta get it out. Where they went underground and they end up having to need Wolverine's power to open it up, and they get murked by a green monster. And for some reason, I was thinking of that as an arc. What arcs? So right after the special class, it was the games, which turned into the fight with all the special class and
What the curse
spirits,
wombs?
huh?
No, you're talking about the curse wombs.
Yeah. I don't think there's any other ones. I think you're right. I think there wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think so because after the curse wombs, it was oh I forgot actually because then I remember at the end the brother said that my brothers just died and I remember Mahito smiling with that sadistic smile he has and then oh my memory's kind of foggy too but I don't think there was any fingers
I don't
after
think
that.
so either. I don't think so either. Cause he boxed Megumi after the special, cause he's waiting for him.
Oh,
Uh,
I think after that, I think that was the flashback. That's what covered most of that. Most of the most of the space between the curse with the fight with the curse wombs and the beginning of the Shibuya incident was the flashback, the Gojo flashback.
okay, so they tops have 15 is what we're kind of saying, right? So like
I
it's
don't say I thought
14,
it was I say 14,
15 tops, just in case we're forgetting one.
just in case, yeah.
Because I don't think we're gonna be forgetting more than one. So we'll say 15 tops, but I'm thinking 14 as well. So we'll say 14. Nah, there's gonna be another arc.
There has to be
Yeah,
because they're not even in all the fingers this arc, so they have to get other fingers from other cursed spirits. Because remember,
Gito,
um, hmm?
Gito, doesn't
Yeah,
Gito
yeah,
have? Yeah, Gito and the rest of Gito's children. I think some of them have them too.
the one like his followers.
Yeah, I think some of them have it as
Well,
well.
two of them died.
Yeah,
There was two more of them I think
they're fighting right now.
that was fighting Panda and that one samurai looking dude with the jacket. Is that was that from Ghetto's? That was I think yeah that definitely was from Ghetto's side. Those two people, and then Sukuna was like when the meteor was coming, Sukuna was
Yeah,
like, "Don't move."
or
Those
I'll kill you.
the yeah. So with those people, um, I don't know if they have any. I don't know if they have any fingers, but I definitely think that I don't know.
Something's about to go, and you know what? I think uh, I think we'll wrap it up with this. But how do you feel about Gito?
How do I feel about Gito? I mean,
What happened to him? Who do you think he is right now?
I don't know, but in the Kotu
Sakuna.
flashback arc, no, please, with the with the Kotu flashback arc, I saw that the thing he's doing right now in the in the Shibuya incident, he tried doing before
Oh, hold on, wait.
because
Is it a
oh
spoiler?
you want me to tell you nothing? Okay,
I'll read
he
it.
okay so basically he tried this before, but oh when he was trying it, he was talking about switching heads. I'm not gonna say with who, but he was talking about switching heads in general. So that was already in mind. So maybe what he did right now, or whoever's controlling it, was all part of his plan somehow. But other than that, like he's a he's a cool character, but he can be a little annoying. He's a base character in this show. Like I don't know how else to explain what I'm trying to say. Like he's like a very basic character to me.
Yeah,
Like he because
he's
and
essentially.
I don't really want to say okay, and I don't really want to say that because of his mental struggles and what he was going through at the time when before he right before he turned evil. So he's a I don't know. I don't think much of him
Yeah,
really.
he like I said, he reminds me of Sensui, where Sensui was a spirit detective, and then he saw what the humans did to the demons, and he was like, I don't know what's right, and he decided that like the humans don't deserve to live, blah blah blah. He was gonna bring Chapter Black, and only certain people could live. Not even certain people. Nobody was gonna live from that. He wanted to just merge the worlds into one, and he pretty much just went against his teachings, which is kind of what Gito did. He ended up seeing everybody like clapping and smiling when that girl died, and that really changed the whole entire perspective. And he just started doing the opposite of it and just tried killing everybody he was protecting.
Mm-hmm.
So
Called him monkeys.
yeah, for real. He reminded me of a Kuroko Basket character. That movie was mad funny. The Kuroko Basketball movie. It was a good movie.